So I just watched that video where I Show Speed got like torn apart, like literally by a fan mob. And I remember I made a video a long time ago, like where influencer culture, if that was like dying down a little bit, because we see a lot of people on TikTok who are saying, I've had it with celebrities and influencers who seem to be in their own little bubble and out of touch with the common person, which, you know what? I still stand by that. That's actually a very valid point. Once you get in that stratosphere where you're just making money by being an entertainer independently, yeah, you don't know what it's like to work a normal 9 to 5 job or anything like that, or know what it's like to have the average income for the average American. So, of course, you're going to be so busy in your own world, you're going to be out of touch with like 99.9% of people. But it seems like we're the people who are walking away from celebrities and these internet figures and just viewing them for what they were. I think the people who stuck around and continue to keep what we call stan status, I think like they've gotten 10 times more powerful. Like, don't get me wrong that if I enjoy someone's work or the stuff that they do, then yeah, if I ever meet them in person, I'll talk to them or I'll try to get a picture and then I'll thank them for their time. But I don't think I'd ever go so far as to like join a mob of people just like willing to tear them apart with fandom. Like literally, like that was actually really scary because the fact of the matter is those fans meant very, very well and they still hurt the guy really, really bad. But for those people who like tend to really be into the celebrity status or stay with following celebrities and worshiping the ground I walk on, it does kind of seem like they really do worship the ground those people walk on. And maybe it's because a lot of like the celebrities I've met have been like UFC fighters, so even if I wanted to go full on fandom mode, I'm pretty sure they'd like just tie me down and bring me down to the floor or something like that. So I would never dare to try that. But even if like I was going after someone who couldn't defend themselves or something like that, I still think like I wouldn't be able to like bring myself to like care that much or jump on anybody. I just think I can't relate to that mind frame where you're going to be jumping off a car onto your favorite YouTuber or buying a calendar with your favorite YouTuber's face on it. Because I actually have a friend who also did that too, where she bought a Markiplier calendar. And I got no problem with Markiplier. In fact, I honestly think that where he shows up on the internet, because like he's so big, the algorithm's going to be tossing him out to everybody. I've seen memes where he's like a big thing where he says, "This, I hate this. I would get rid of it if I could." I actually think that he has a very wholesome presence and he stays away from a lot of drama. And he's managed to do a lot of it right from what I understand. Now, I don't follow the guy too in depth at that point. I have like my own life and everything like that. So if there's any controversies that he's been lodged in, I'm probably not aware of it. But it's like one of my friends, like a close friend, has a calendar of him on there, and we tease her for being a stan all the time, but I just can't see myself even getting a calendar for like Dave Mustaine or Tony Ferguson, or like maybe even a UFC calendar or something like that, or a Megadeth or Metallica calendar. But like speaking of musicians, also Taylor Swift too. Now here's the thing. I don't have a problem with Taylor Swift or her music or her fans for that matter, but when you see the Swiftie culture in full swing, there are some people who are so diehard Swiftie that if you even say like, "Oh, I don't listen to Taylor Swift," they like hate the ground you walk on because you don't listen to the same music. Like, I'm sorry, man, I listen to EDM. That's like probably was some of my favorite stuff out there. Maybe if I were able to point out Deadmau5 or Daft Punk out in public, but I've never seen their faces before. But like I've seen like how people act at the Taylor Swift concerts where like one song starts and they completely like seize up and hold their hearts and like start making these weird like noises. Like, don't get me wrong, I've been to a concert, but when I was at Megadeth, we were kind of like saying, "Yeah, let's go to the next one," whenever Dave Mustaine would bust out the next ripper of a song, right? But I would never like go like, "Oh, Dave Mustaine's playing like Symphony of Destruction." Maybe I might actually just try that. Maybe next time I go to like an EDM concert or something like that, I'll get a megaphone. So like next time they start like a banger or a song that I really like, I just go into the megaphone and go like that. Maybe just to probably like blend in with the stan crowd. So like let's say like I go and see like Alan Walker or something like that, and he starts Faded or something. I think he wrote that song, but I think like if he started like one of his best hits, just get a microphone and start going like that, because I'm gonna have to start blending in on the outside the way this stuff's kind of going. But I think, in all honesty, like these diehard fans of any of these like big celebrities where like the fan bases can't control themselves, I guess those fans are like a necessary evil. And, you know, it's kind of just like they pay the bills to keep the ground running on these celebrities, and they keep them with a job and with an audience where they could just make more albums and have an incentive or an audience to push their music out to. But as small as my audience is, you know, I'm gonna be real, man. I actually appreciate you guys, because you guys are the ones that keep me going and keep me posting videos regularly, because like I like to see my following just go up kind of like a little bit. It's like a little sense of accomplishment. And even if I don't know all of you 110%, or I don't know you guys as people, just I want you guys to know that I do appreciate you. But if you ever see me in public or you ever recognize me on the off chance, try not to jump on me, please, because that's just not very safe. But if you want to leave a comment that just goes just to kind of show your appreciation, I would actually highly love that. But you know, that's just my little ramble. You know, I guess not everybody. I think there's a lot of people who have a lot of disdain for celebrities. I'm pretty indifferent. I mean, there's still a lot of mainstream work that I take enjoyment in, and I don't really hate anybody who's a Taylor Swift fan or a IShowSpeed fan. I'm pretty indifferent to a lot of those artists, but you know, sometimes when I see some of those clips of how the fans act, I just kind of wonder, is this staged? Is this real? And if this is real, could we probably get these people a little bit of help just so they could enjoy this art and still consume it without like letting it consume their entire lives? But yeah, that's just what my thoughts are. I just wanted to get that quick little one out there. But peace out, and